Salutations, y'all. This is Tuesday. Glad to be back this week. Life happened. You guys might, there's a clip of it or an intro of it in the last video, but yeah, just glad to be back. Got my life together. I had a funeral and I had to kind of take over the roles as lead at work a couple weeks ago, and so this week we're back. So hey, how y'all doing? Today I wanted to touch base on something that I've been seeing a lot of recently, and it's the fact that we have to start equating time to meaning. So what I mean by that is, some of you who actually know me personally may know I have been dealing with someone for a very, 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 very long time. Wonderful person, but I put my value of the relationship in the fact that we had been dealing with each other for so long. And I mean, this is years, like a decade and some. And you really have to understand the fact that time doesn't always equate to the value of the relationship. I spent so much time with this person, trying things and loving him unconditionally. And to end that and kind of just go on to then find somebody who really is my person, is just so wild, because when you know, and people say that all the time and we don't really understand what that means, but like when you know, there's just something different when you really meet the person that you are supposed to be with. The person who just brings the best out of you, who brings good to your life, who really, takes the time to help you be a better person. And for a lot of women, we sit here and, we endure different things, and we really don't take the time to appreciate us and what we want and kind of what we need. We just look at the longevity of the relationship, ignore the signs, ignore the red flags, ignore the bad, and just kind of sit in it because we're like, it's been this long, we might as well stay. And a lot of guys I've come in contact with really do that as well. And it's not fair to you. It's not fair to you as a person. It's not fair for you to kind of endure that and almost in a way cheat yourself out of what you deserve. I really sat there and, tried and it just didn't work because it wasn't supposed to work. And that's okay. That doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. That doesn't mean that he was a bad person. I wish him nothing but the best. But at the end of the day, you really have to look and understand that it's okay for it to not be okay. You are more than your circumstances. You're more than the time spent in a relationship. And you deserve to be genuinely happy, just like anybody else does. We have to stop sitting on these relationships and trying things that really just don't work. It's okay. It's okay. Every relationship isn't the one. You know what I mean? Every relationship isn't the one. And I found that when I stopped trying and stopped looking is when I really ended up with the person that I wholeheartedly would like to spend the rest of my life with. You know what I mean? there's a different feeling when it just happens. You know, it was so organic. It was just something we stumbled upon. And the timing was really wild. One day we'll probably me and him will sit down and like we'll do a video on it. But the timing was legitimately wild, to kind of exit this, for lack of better terms, situationship, to stumble upon somebody who valued my opinion and my ideas. I was enough. Like I was enough. And I think that is the most important thing, is when you find somebody who knows that you are enough. Like, sis, you don't have to look for validation in anybody else but you. You define you. And if somebody else doesn't think that you are the best thing on this fucking planet, so what? Fuck them. You don't need them. Somebody else will come along and you will then know that you are enough. Somebody will come along and speak life into you. Will speak life into you. Will speak understanding into you. They'll validate you without you having to ask, without you having to wonder. And that is your person. That is the person who is going to lead you through the following chapters of your life. You don't have to subject yourself to okay. There is greatness on your path if you allow it to be. Get out of those bad relationships, or those unfulfilling relationships, or the relationships that have been stagnant. And it doesn't mean that it's bad, but you just don't see any growth in it. And that's okay. Exit, stage left or right. Just get the hell out of there whenever you find the chance. Get out of those relationships and allow yourself to understand that you are valid, you are enough. And once you know that for you, the universe is going to shift. You'll feel the shift, you'll know it, and it's only up from there. It's only going up from there. Once you know that you are enough, once you validate yourself, once you love yourself, once you begin to pour into yourself, that's when the universe says, okay, they get it. Now I can present them with what they're supposed to have. And that's really all that is the universe saying, you ain't there yet. You have to get there. But sometimes when you get there, you can't take them people with you. Everybody can't go on the trip with you. Everybody can't climb the ladder with you. Sometimes it's a solo journey. And that journey to self is definitely a solo journey. You learn things from people on the way, but they're not with you. They just might walk the road with you, but they need to be on their own journey. Everybody's tripping yours. Everybody tripping yours. You're not supposed to be a passenger in everybody's car. You understand what I'm saying? You have to travel for you. And I mean that legitimately, literally, and I mean that figuratively. You have to travel for you. And once you begin to travel for you and understand what you need and what you want, you're able to communicate that to someone else. And they're able to say, yes, I can provide that for you. And for those who can't provide that, that's okay. You don't want them to be with you anyway. You don't want somebody around who don't want to be there. Why would you? Why would you want to travel with somebody who doesn't want to be with you? Like, who doesn't want to go on the trip? That's life. some people are like, I don't really want to do that. And they stop your growth. They halt your growth. And you're like, okay, well, I'll just stay here with you. No, get your ass up. Get up. It's okay. So with that, I just wanted to come on and be encouraging. Happy Women's History Month to all my ladies. I appreciate you. I love you. You are enough. You are valid in your feelings. And I love you. If nobody else loves you, I love you. And so I wish you all the very best. I am going to get these videos edited. I'm going to post. This week's video posting is going to be a little different than normal. It's not going to be a Monday and a Wednesday. It's probably going to be Tuesday and Wednesday. And I recorded Wednesday's video last week, so it'll all come together. Wednesday's video is the final installment of the love languages. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I'm going to go edit that. And yeah, I will see you guys next week on Monday as scheduled. And back to our regularly scheduled programming. Again, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, nobody is better at you than you are.